Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars. Jokic. James is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Johnson, and it's Curry in at the shooting guard. Young from deep three-point range.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Here's Curry. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 now.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Tatum is pretty calm out there. He does not rattle easily. Incredible concentration in the face of hardcore defense there.
Here's Curry. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Curry kicks to Davis. Shot clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, Johnson is really one of the more unique point guards that we've had in the game over the years. And he's able to do it with style and substance.
And he knocks down the first one. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Giannis sets a screen for Bird. Oh, Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Their plan defensively is to try to make LeBron into a jump shooter. Now, Coach said many teams plan that, but it rarely works out. You have to fully commit to it. Of course, that means LeBron will be getting all of their attention. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better. Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Giannis.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And both free throws good for Giannis. Now Johnson. Pass to Davis. To the middle. Here's Curry.
Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Now here's Tatum. Halliburton for three. Knocks down the three ball. And that'll tie this game up.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Curry against Halliburton. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
And Curry's really a master at drawing contact. The defense has to be careful when defending him.
Free throw good by Curry.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
So he gets them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Young dishes to Antetokounmpo. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
The East All-Stars shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And so it's Davis who'll bring the ball up for the West All-Stars. Some nice passing here by the West. Jokic finds Curry. The West again cannot hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Halliburton has a nice combination of smarts and skill. Makes him a cagey scorer.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your high squad.
For the East All-Stars.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Johnson against Lillard. Pass to Jokic. Jacks up a three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And here is Mitchell after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Curry can't get it to go. He's with the ball. Outside, Towns. Curry with the rebound.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Down low. East grabs the miss.
Well, he's certainly seen his share of the ball tonight.
I would say maybe more than his fair share. I mean, he's not going to make too many friends out there if he's not willing to spread that sugar a little bit.
Now, here's Mitchell. The rebound by Johnson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's James. Johnson with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And it's good for 2.
You know, LeBron's not really known for his quick trigger, but showing you right there that he does have catch-and-shoot ability.
From Magic.
Lillard, the pass to Mitchell. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Johnson. Davis kicks to Johnson. James outside. Davis with a screen on Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And there it is for him. And now a 3-point West All-Star lead.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room. Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
Here's Curry, following the score by Damian Lillard. Pass to Jokic, fires for 3, and Embiid pulls it down. And the East has possession. Brown with it. Mitchell left side. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. And it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Now here's James. Back to Johnson. Fades and shoots. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And the rejection by LeBron.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
Johnson, the pass to LeBron. Trains the 3-pointer. LeBron's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the West All-Stars?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Joel Embiid. Evan Mobley comes in for Towns. And Larry Bird subbed for Brown. Then for the West All-Stars, Wembanyama. He's checked in for Jokic. Durant comes in for Anthony Davis. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Magic Johnson. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's KD. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Free from the inbound.
And you know Mobley was in that shooter's head. Evan, as good as they come defensively.
Bird, he climbs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, this man knows how to handle that rock. Looks like it's part of his body.
Outside Durant. Here's Curry. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. 14 points for Stephen Curry.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Lillard with no one around. Connects from three-point range.
Few are this good from deep range. Lillard is a threat once he's in the gym.
On its way from Curry for two, and it falls over the rim and in. Curry's got 16.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
The East All-Stars have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for the West. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell against Doncic. The three from LeBron. East grabs the miss.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Now, here is Bird. Stolen by Durant. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
No mercy shown that time on D by Giannis. Great rejection.
Come on. And KD's got the ball here for the West. James looking around. Back to Durant. Wembanyama, a screen on Mitchell. 5 on the clock. KD dishes to James. East grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lillard finds Bird. Now Giannis. Bird inside. James defending. And another miss by the East.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Young is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Embiid. And it's Mobley in at the power forward position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Ball with the bucket.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Scoreless thus far. LeBron, a screen on Mobley. Durant kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And the West leads by 2.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Young finds Tatum. A kick out to Mobley. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Mobley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Offline with his three. Tatum with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
Durant with a wide open look. It's good from long range.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these.
Oh, goodness! Where did that come from? It was beautiful.
What a punch.
Doncic passes to LeBron. Three-pointer. That's good from Doncic on the assist by James. James has got 4 assists now tonight. Tatum against LeBron. Pass to Embiid. Stolen by Durant. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The quick look, no good that time. The East trail by 3. To the inside. Doncic with the steal. They're running. Lets the three fly. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Young. Mobley kicks to Young. The three-pointer, no good. The West leading by 6. Durant deciding where to go with it. Pass to Doncic. Floats it up for Wembanyama. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the West. Curry comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here is Ball. Young from outside buries it from three-point range. Young's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. On the wing, Doncic. Not gonna go that time. Excellent D there from Ball. Here's Embiid. With force. Embiid takes it to him.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Ball against Doncic. Outside Curry. Launches it. The West again cannot hit.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Doncic attacks.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
The West All-Stars have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And that one misses.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Embiid. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Mobley. Bird, he's checked in for Tatum. And Halliburton subbed in for Young. And the East has possession. Trailing by 2. Bird outside. Giannis sets a screen for Bird. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Speedy drive by Doncic, that doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays down.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guy.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Johnson's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
From
The East trail by 3.
Johnson.
Halliburton with it. 5 points in the game. Bird inside the three-point line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Bird's got 5 points in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Johnson with incredible athleticism and uses it to bully the defense there.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. Wembanyama, he's checked in for LeBron. And both free throws good for Johnson. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the East. It's a three-point game. Bird, the pass to Halliburton. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Johnson. Here's Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Curry with it. Halliburton picks him up. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Edwards. And now a 7-point West All-Star lead. Halliburton finds Towns. Here's Bird in the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Bird is really good inside because he uses both hands and that 6'9" frame to get the shot to fall despite solid defensive pressure.
Outside Curry. Off target from three-point range.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Young. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is an excellent penetrator. Moves as a man much smaller would. I mean, this guy's 7 feet tall with that kind of agility. Just finds ways to knife inside the lane and finish through contact. Really impressive.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
High arcing shot, and it's Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Yep, it counts. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
They get the rebound, and Davis sends it back.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
Here's Curry. Outside for Davis. And Wembanyama, that's for 2. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. The East trail by 5. Ball, the pass to Halliburton. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Johnson. Here's Wembanyama. Towns with the defensive effort. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Bird. Here's Antetokounmpo. Over Davis. And Davis pulls it down.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Jackson, he's checked in for the West. Johnson against Halliburton. For three, Edwards. No good. Bird with some nice D.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Bird a screen on Jackson. Towns kicks to Bird. Outside, Ball. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Giannis. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Bird with it, picked up by Davis. It's stolen by Edwards. Johnson attacking, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Making a nice cut to the rim with ease, Johnson, using that momentum and strong cut to finish with force.
To stop the run, and the rejection by Jackson. The West leading by 9. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Stolen by Magic. 1:06 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Curry. Davis setting the pick for Curry. The three ball from Curry.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Halliburton passes to Bird. Outside, Ball. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Curry with it. Halliburton picks him up. Johnson dishes to Jackson. Curry kicks to Jackson. Off target with his three.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Bird, the pass to Towns. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Bird's got his fourth assist in this one.
It's a real challenge, a major challenge to face a big man who can shoot like Towns can. He stretches the floor as well as any big guy in the league.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Jokic is out there with Davis. Then it's Johnson, and it's LeBron James, and it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. Outside Curry to the paint. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low, inside, Giannis drops it in.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Johnson dishes to James. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on LeBron. It's deflected. It's stolen by Johnson. Jokic polishing off the break.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Halliburton. With the step back. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 12 points in the game.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Here's Bird. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
And here's James outside. And Tatum pulls it down.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
To the inside. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Giannis kicks to Halliburton. And the 3 off target. The West leading by 9. Jokic passes to Johnson. Davis with it. Some nice passing here by the West. Pass to James. Clock at 6. From the arc. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Here's Tatum. And Tatum hammers it home.
Tatum, like most players, is best when he's aggressive and attacking the basket.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 12. Outside, Davis. Back to Johnson. And it's Jokic in the corner. The West again cannot hit.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Halliburton. Young against Johnson. Outside, James. James absorbing hits on the crowd.
Superb work in the pick and roll that time by LeBron James. Such a pro at executing in these sets. Takes advantage of whatever mistake the defense makes.
Bird dishes to Giannis. The kick out to Tatum. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it.
All-Stars ball.
A big group substitution here for the East. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Oldboy comes in for Tatum. Mitchell, he's checked in for Halliburton. And Lillard subbed in for Trae Young. Here's Lillard. He's got 5. Bird outside. Embiid, the pass to Lillard. And yes, it's good. That's 7 points for Damian Lillard.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
And We've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Fan your dance team.
The East making a switch. Browns checked in. Fires from 18, and he hits the jump shot. Johnson's got 14 points.
Magic so adept at taking what the defense gives him. Nice shot.
He gets that one.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially.
Hey, JR, you're new to the stream. This is my 1986 Larry Bird versus 1987 Magic Johnson series, where I take Magic and Bird and put them in the modern era, and I build teams around them strategically from expansion draft players. I also pick plays and playbooks both from the yesteryear, from the 80s and 90s, as well as the modern era to showcase what they could do, both good and bad. So it's just a simulation, 5-on-5 ball. And you can find the rest of the playlist on my channel with the description and everything else there. I've also done this with Wilt Chamberlain from 1962, Michael Jordan from 1991, Kobe Bryant from 2006, and I'm still doing it with Bird and Magic right now. It's still ongoing. Right now we're at the midpoint, obviously, because it's the All-Star game. So I hope that helps you understand what's going on the channel, brother. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you.
Inside.
Lillard against Johnson. Davis setting the pick for Curry. Buries the long-range jumper.
Thanks, JR. I'm glad you're having fun.
7 points.
Check out the playlist, bro. A lot of good games. Sit back and enjoy.
Very easy job for the voters this year.
Here's Mitchell. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now James. 12 points for him. Davis, the pass to Jokic. Here's Johnson again, the West All-Star.
Oh, man, Magic Johnson.
The performance we're seeing from him
The
today.
junior sky, look,
He has yet to miss a shot.
has made its way to the All-Star game tonight.
Here's Lillard. He's got 7. On the wing, Mitchell. A kick out to Mobley. Just 3 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mobley's got his second basket of the night.
And Mobley is a work in progress from there. Draining the triple should certainly help his confidence.
Bro, you should see the game with Team Showtime. With Team Magic and Team Bird.
James up top.
Bro,
Covered by Brown.
You'll see. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, bro. You'll get caught up.
Brown against Brown.
There's a lot going on right now in this series.
Shoots a fader. And it's James missing. The East trail by 7. Brown. Good. Brown's got his first basket.
Very early.
Right now, the Eastern Conference trying to come back here against this loaded Western Conference team. Magic's got all these weapons. Bird's got a ton of weight. Oh, here we go. It's a mismatch. Magic to the junior sky. Look, can't stop it.
That's good.
Magic's just too big for Lillard down low. Just too big. Too big for Lillard down low, man.
Lillard looking around.
Thanks, man. I gotta get back to the game. I gotta concentrate. This game is so fast paced. I gotta concentrate.
Here's Embiid.
Oh no!
Jokic with the steal.
Thanks for subscribing.
Here's
Oh my God!
Basket good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good to Damian Lillard.
We really think of Damian Lillard as a scorer only, but this guy does a lot of good stuff out there. Assists, rebounds, really solid stats for him across the board.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Antetokounmpo comes in for Evan Mobley. And it's Bird in for Jaylen Brown. Durant's checked in for the West. And so he hits both.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Bird outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Bird's got 8 here in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Durant. In close. Durant gets the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Count that one. Bird's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
LeBron passes to Johnson. Antetokounmpo against KD. LeBron outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The East trail by 4. Bird finds Antetokounmpo. Bird against KD. Bird inside. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And KD's got the ball here for the West All-Stars. Johnson with it. Lillard picks him up. Jokic inside. Embiid's there. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Hey, night in and night out, Jokic is taking and relishing the contact.
The West All-Stars have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Towns, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Tatum comes in for Antetokounmpo. Trae Young, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Lillard. Young with the ball. Bird outside. On the wing, Brown. Towns kicks to Brown. And here's Bird from the arc. Again, the miss by Bird. The West leading by 6. Stolen by Bird. Doncic with the steal. Durant with it. Out guarded by Tatum. Durant, the pass to LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Towns.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Second team foul.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. And here are the East All-Stars. They trail by 6. On the wing, Bird. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Davis is checked in. The throw good. Bird.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite-level passer.
Back to Doncic. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Brown the pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Bird for 3. The West grabs the miss. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. In the corner, it's James. Stolen by Bird. Brown dishes to Tatum. Misses the 3. Doncic from deep three-point land. And so it's the West All-Stars with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On out there with Tatum. Then there's Towns. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Ball in at the point. Edwards up high.
Textbook and perfectly executed that alley-oop for Edwards.
The East trail by 8. Now here's Tatum. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Up top, Tatum. He's guarded by Davis. Just 4 to shoot. The high post shot.
And the shooting percentage, it's taken a dip in this second half.
Tatum's shot is off. Pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by the West. Davis setting the pick for Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Now Brown. Tatum on the wing. Shoots over Doncic. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Tatum. Outside, Davis, and Curry has it in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass break, here comes the West. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
It has got to be terribly frustrating to deal with Anthony Davis when you're guarding him. I mean, you try to get physical with him, you don't give him a clean look, and he still winds up with the bucket and the foul.
What's up? And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Towns. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jason Tatum. Bird, he's checked in for Brown. And Lillard subbed in for Ball.
What's up?
At his best, Davis is an MVP caliber player. One of the true franchise guys in the league.
Here's Lillard. Bird outside. Embiid inside. Defended by Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
That free throw, no good.
The constant evolution of Embiid's game, really impressive. A credit to his work ethic. He continues to get better, becoming a bigger threat with his improved arsenal.
And he's good on the second.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
Lillard against Curry. Shoots over Lillard. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 29.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Pass to Davis. Doncic against Mitchell. Doncic kicks to Davis. From outside, off the mark. The East trail by 8. Here's Mitchell. A beautiful reverse layup. 8 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Davis surveying the floor. And here's Doncic from the arc. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic for lead if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Bird. Mitchell left side. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Doncic finds Davis. Drives to the hoop. 80. What a great ball handler for his side.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his third foul of the game. So for the West, Jokic is checked in for Wembanyama. James comes in for Edwards. And it's Johnson in for Stephen Curry. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Bird. Mitchell against Doncic. Pass to Jokic. Doncic, covered by Mitchell. Takes the 13-footer. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Here's Bird. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got 4 assists now tonight. Johnson, the pass to Jokic. Johnson against Lillard. Out to Doncic. On the wing, James. Takes a 3. From range, LeBron is good.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Lillard, the pass to Mitchell. They double-team Bird. Puts the move on. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. The West leading by 9. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Luka with the crafty shot fake. Outstanding at tricking the defense.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Doncic.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Towns, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mobley comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Halliburton's checked in for Mitchell. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Damian Lillard. Bird with the bucket.
Well, it's looking more and more like the MVP award is a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, he looks like he's got that thing locked up at this point. He's been phenomenal.
Curry can't get it to go. The East trail by 9. There's the 3. And it's Larry Bird with the 3. Bird's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the East All-Stars. Johnson kicks to Curry. Pass to Doncic. James outside. Jokic with the screen on Halliburton. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Boy, how do you stop Karl Anthony Towns, an elite scoring talent with incredible size?
And the first one goes.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Anthony Davis is checked in for Luka Doncic. And Towns drops them both. Here's James. Jokic sets the screen for LeBron. To the middle. Jokic doing the job inside.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Now Brown. Pass to Towns. Good ball movement here by the East. 6 to shoot. Brown the pass to Halliburton. No good from outside.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And here is Curry. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Bird kicks to Brown. And Davis pulls it down. The West leading by 6. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw, no good for LeBron.
Boy, LeBron just continues to perform at a very high level, which is simply incredible when you consider his age.
Here's Halliburton, and Davis sends it back. The second chance effort. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 37 points for Larry Bird. And the West All-Stars have possession. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Johnson, the pass to Jokic. Floats it up for Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Towns against Jokic. Towns, the screen. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Bird. Bird against LeBron. Fires from deep. East grabs the miss. And it's Bird missing. Johnson surveying the floor. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bird. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Bird's got 41.
Yeah, you know what is funny? With Bird, the more the game tightens up, the more he relaxes and gets loose. And those competitive juices take over.
LeBron kicks to Jokic. And Curry has it in the corner. And he's fouled pretty at the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul but still getting the shadow.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Joel Embiid, who's checked in for Karl-Anthony Towns. Antetokounmpo comes in for Mobley. And it's Tatum in for Halliburton.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Embiid inside. He's against Jokic. And the dunk by Embiid.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the West All-Stars. Inside, here's Jokic. Headshot off. Good D by Embiid. Over in the corner, Brown. A three-pointer, no good. The West leading by 4. James in the post. Defended by Bird. Johnson, the pass to Jokic. And Embiid with the block.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority. No mercy.
Jokic passes to Davis. 5 to shoot. Jokic kicks to Johnson. Over Tatum.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that. You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game. And here are the East All-Stars now.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
Here we go, James heading for the net.
Oh, my goodness. What's up? Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And here is James. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
The presentation of the most valuable player.
Yeah, JR, thanks, man. Can you believe Larry Bird in that fourth quarter, JR? Bird in that fourth quarter, he was the only one that was playing. Everybody else was broke. All these All-Stars, the only person that could hit a shot was Bird. Curry, they should have gave it to Bird. I'm sorry. Because Curry did all this in the first half. When the game this was all in the first half, he did all that. It should have went to Bird, man. I'm sorry. I don't care that the East lost. But Bird, let's take a look at the team comparisons first. This is what we always, it was a hell of a game, man. It was up and down. Up and down. Man, Eastern Conference, look at just craziness, man. All this talent out there. But the Western Conference just had too much offensive talent. I think, to me, the West was just bigger. They had more athletes. In my opinion, they were just better. They should have one. But Larry Bird was the difference, man. His ability to shoot that ball from outside, man, that is Bird, man. He goes 7 of 11 from downtown. Man, most of that was in the fourth quarter, bro. I mean, like, look at that. The first quarter, he had 2 points. See what I'm saying? I look at Curry. Curry had 16 points in the first quarter. That's what I'm saying. He did all of his damage when the game was, you know how All-Star games are. The first quarter is always fun. It's not serious, it's chill. Then he had 8 in the second quarter. Then the third quarter, he had 3, and then he had 4 in the fourth. Whereas Bird, let's take a look at Bird here. Bird had 44 for the game, 2 in the first quarter. He had 10 in the second. Then the third quarter, when the game was in doubt, is 13 points in the third, 19 in the fourth, bro, and then 8 of 10 from the field in the fourth quarter when nobody else can make a shot. This man steps up and carries the whole entire Eastern Conference on his back against this loaded Western Conference. Look at this squad. Curry, James, Magic Johnson, Nikola Jokic, Doncic, Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander didn't even play that much. Durant, Anthony Edwards, Wembanyama. This is stacked, man. Dude, that's... Wow. I mean, this team for the East is good, but look at the size. I mean, you take away Embiid and Towns and Antetokounmpo, you don't have any size to deal with James, Magic, Jokic. Then you got to count because Doncic is a big man. And to me, Doncic is a big man. I don't care what anybody says. He's 6'6", but he's 230. See what I'm saying? He's a big guy. Yeah, he's only 6. He's 6'6", but he's a big dude. You got Davis. You got Durant. Edwards is a big guy. He's 225, 6'4", big guy. Wembanyama was just, man, you got to say more. Jaren Jackson. The Western Conference is huge. But Bird was the man, man. They gave it to Curry for the MVP, but look at those shots he was hitting, bro. look at this. I tell you one thing, I cannot wait for the rest of this season, because if this is any indication what Magic and Bird gonna be like when they played against each other, because Magic, I think Magic. Look at this. Look at Magic. Magic had 18 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 5 steals. They only took 9 shots. He almost had a triple-double. Got everybody in the Western Conference involved. Got Stephen Curry so many good looks. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from Steph, man. That's a one-on move from Steph right there. It's a classic Steph Curry step back right there. Classic Steph Curry drive. Good rebound by Steph. Steph out there all rebounding the Eastern Conference. Look at that one. Bam, wide open. Off a screen. Magic found him. Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. Magic found him again. That's off a screen. That's catch and shoot. Look at Magic find LeBron. That hook pass from Magic to LeBron. LeBron feasting off Magic, man. Who'd have thought that? That's the game ending. That's when they had to turn over and LeBron went out and finished the game. I tell you, that foul on Jokic was questionable, man. That foul on Jokic at the end, man. I thought Embiid played him perfectly. We should have had the ball to try to win the game at one point. But Magic, Jokic over here was. If you notice the game, the Western Conference was destroying the Eastern side all night long. If you noticed that, we couldn't get anything going to the basket. And they just every time they went inside, we couldn't stop. Look at that. Because we're so small. The Eastern Conference is so small. Look at that. Look at that. Doncic just going inside. Look at that. No size inside. There's nothing inside. And the Western Conference just destroyed us. Magic Johnson causing all kind of problems with pinch. Guys getting all kind of open looks from three. Davis on the weak side help. He's trying to beat Magic Johnson off the dribble, which Magic is 6'9", man. You got to shoot over that. Then you got to shoot over Davis, too. That's too much, man. You got to beat Magic Johnson off the dribble, which Mitchell can do. But once you do, you got guys like, Jokic and Anthony Davis waiting on you to the basket. It's just too much. Gilgeous didn't even play. I don't think Durant. I think Durant had like 2 shots. Durant just came in a relief mode, had a steal, hit a nice little 3-pointer. That was it. Had a cup of coffee. Oh boy. Western Conference. And Anthony Davis had Anthony Edwards, man. Look at that jam right there. Bam. He didn't do too much, but they gave it to Steph Curry. But to me, man, the man was Larry. Look at these moves, man. In LeBron's face, yeah. Rebound, stop and pop. But they got Jordan jersey in the background. Fade away off the glass. Most of this is in the fourth quarter, y'all. When the game late in the third and the fourth quarter, when the game was in doubt, man. Man, he was hitting from everywhere, man. God dang, if anybody else had showed up, they probably would have won this game because Bird had 44. The only reason he took so many shots because I was going to Tatum. Tatum wasn't really hit. Tatum went 0 for 3 from downtown, which is uncharacteristic for him. Halliburton made 1 3, which is uncharacteristic for him. Lillard, I couldn't keep Lillard in because Magic was cooking Lillard. I couldn't keep him in there because he was cooking Lillard. I had to put my defensive guys in because Magic was just too much of a problem in the post. He just kept posting Lillard up. We had to keep double teaming. It was led too many open shots. So well, that's the All-Star game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun. Team Western Conference wins it. Magic gets one up on Larry in their first meeting, and Magic gets one up on Larry. Oh man, that was fun. But now back to the regular season. Who's up next? I believe it's Team Larry Bird up next first. Yep, it's Team Bird. How you like that? Fresh out the All-Star break, and what you get to play the Oklahoma City Thunder. I tell you, Team Larry Bird don't get no nights off, man. They got to play against The real life NBA champions. Oh God. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys for that game coming up here. Is the 1986 Larry Bird, 1987 Magic Johnson season now heads into the final stanza as we go into the second half of the season here. All-Star break is over. It's back to business. Team Larry, and Team Magic are now tied. Let's go a quick recap here for those who may have come in late. Team Larry and Team Magic are tied with the best record in the NBA. Currently, Team Showtime is on a 24-game winning streak. The all-time record is 33. I think they got a chance of getting it because the way they've been playing is just ridiculous. However, they got some tough games coming up. Let's take a look at Showtime's coming up game. They got the Milwaukee Bucks. Then you got LeBron and Luka. That's going to be tough. Then you got Atlanta, which Atlanta's always going to be tough. And then you have the first meeting of him and Larry. Team Larry and Showtime will meet on the 26th. And then they'll play again. And then they'll play the Minnesota Timberwolves. That'll be a tough game. So they got a lot of tough games coming up, as you would imagine. As this season is now picking up. The battle for the number one seed, the number one record in the NBA, and home court throughout hangs in the balance, folks. Who's going to get it? Will it be Team Larry? Will it be Team Magic? Or will it be somebody else? Will there be injuries? Could be injury. Anything can happen. We've had injuries before. Remember, Team Larry experienced injuries early in the season to Brandon Miller before the trade. We also had injuries to Bol, which impacted the team. So anything can happen. Anything can happen, guys. But what is going to happen is Oklahoma City is coming to Team Larry. And trust me, they ain't going to be gentlemen at all. They don't care about Team Larry Bird's problems. They got problems of their own. And they're looking for a win. And you're going to see it right here on Rexton Strong Style Sports. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video coming soon. Peace.